Hey y'all, this is Toya. You're tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Latoya Calhoun. I am a wife by faith. I'm a mother. I am a woman of God. And I am a generational curse breaker that teach people how to grow in the uncomfortable. So they can break generational curses in their lives as well. So I really had a full weekend. So it started off on Thursday. I did a poem. I did to open mic night. Friday, I did some things. Saturday, I went to the class. I did all of these things this weekend. And what I noticed was like my growth, right? I noticed an area that once would have had me tripped up, how I really had grown. But then I also had an area where like I got a little bit frustrated and I seen where I still obviously need Christ, right? I still need God. And so the question that came to my mind, or the statement that came to my mind, was loving the whole me. Right? And I wanted to encourage somebody to love the whole you. As we get ready to go into these holidays, you know, some people get so sad and depressed, not just because past family members or friends are gone, but because they have like angst about being in a room with other people and stuff like that. Part of that is because we're so busy worried about the parts of us that we don't really care about for ourselves, right? We have to understand that our personality, just who we are in general as a human being, it has pluses and minuses. It's things about my personality that I don't necessarily care for. But guess what? I love all of me, and loving all of me means that I accept those parts about myself, right? And when you walk in that love for yourself, the whole you, then guess what? You give others the opportunity, first off, to do that for themselves, but also too, to respect you where you are. Right? And I think in this day and time, we're so busy, we see the highlights of people's life, right? We see, you know, we see the end of their hard work. We don't see the behind the scenes. And so a lot of the times people have grown an appetite for the end result. They've grown an appetite for the best part, right? The part that we show off, right? But they're not growing an appetite for the work, the hard work that goes into that. I say all of that because I just think about the idea of how we've been taught so much to put our best foot forward, that a lot of the times we tend to think that I can't show up if I'm not being the bubbly me. But in that, we don't get an opportunity to know that, guess what? The people that are around us, they may love us even through that. And we have to love ourselves through that, the same way Jesus did. And I want to just challenge us to love ourselves the way Jesus loved us. He loved the whole you. He didn't die for the parts of you that was going to just be great. He died for the parts that was going to be weak. He died for the parts that was what you may not think is great, right? That may not be the best parts of your personality, but he died for all of you. And so it's so important that we learn to love all of us, because he first loved all of us. And then also too, when we walk in that love, we unapologetically give other people the permission to do the same thing. And also too, we're able to have healthy boundaries when we're able to walk in that love for ourselves. Because if you can't respect me where I'm respecting myself, then this is not a relationship that I need to necessarily be in. And it's not always again about relationships with others, because I see so many people put emphasis on other people. This was why I'm covering it. But also too, we really need to understand that other people can't hinder you from doing what it is that the call that's on your life. They can only mess with your mind, and your mind, you are the one that holds you up for the best future that God has for you. Because you begin to behave less than. You begin to move from a place of hurt, a place of what you think is a place that's discontented, a place that you think is a hindrance, right? But Paul clearly said that in my weakness, then am I strong, right? And so I just want to encourage you guys to embrace every piece of you. Love all of you the same way Jesus has loved all of us. So then that way we can unapologetically give others people's permission to do the same, to love themselves fully and to love us that same way. Again, you can tell that these people are for you or not for you when they try to treat you less than what you know your worth is. And we know what our worth is because of the example that he has given for us. And so I just wanted to encourage everybody. I hope you all having a joyous time on the way to the holiday season. And I do want to take a moment to apologize that I haven't been posting like I used to. I'm going to try to be better about that, guys. I have a lot of stuff that God has put in my heart to say, but I hadn't done because it just seems so sporadic. So I'm just going to be sporadic with some stuff, but it's going to come out because I need to get it out. Anyways, this is Toya. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share because it may bless somebody else. Peace.